Hello Scorpio, thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. This is a general reading. I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac, so as the cards are appearing in each house, then those are the influences that are coming to bear at this time. So in your first house you have Sun Spirit. Your first house is everything to do with yourself, your physical body, your appearance, your vitality, and it's how you appear to others, how you come across to others, what you project to others as well. So how they perceive you and what you're projecting as well. And so this can, this is something that you're doing. It's part of your personal independence, how you make your way in the world as you're presenting yourself each day, how you're coming across to others, all of that. So it's other people's perceptions of you, your personality, your characteristics, and so on, but it's also your self-oriented interests, your own physical body, everything to do with the self, and also how you see yourself as well. So with Sun Spirit coming in, this is a lovely card. This card is really going to boost you, I feel, in this month. And just harness all the energies that come with this, because what it's indicating is that your life force will be strong, your vitality will be strong. There's lots of positivity around you, and it brings in confidence as well, because you're harnessing your deep inner self, So you may be required to step into some sort of leadership role, and this could be unexpectedly, it could be impromptu, and by doing that you're suddenly in the spotlight. But whatever it is, you will be in the spotlight in some way. People will be noticing you in some way, and that is going to sort of encourage you to be inspiring, and to be charismatic and to have influence on others as well. So it could also be that you may be, if you're involved in the arts in some way, you could be doing stage work or involved in acting in some way. It's that kind of energy, it brings that in. This card can also bring in some sort of highlight or event that you are wanting to plan or attend in December, so the summer months, and it's some kind of party or some kind of event that you are sort of gearing up for, something that you want to plan. It could bring in that for you as well. Then in the second house, we have solar eclipse revolution. So I feel with the confidence that you're gaining and this outward momentum that you have currently with yourself, when it comes to the second house, this is your house of income, all the money whatever is coming in for you. It's also your house of self-worth, and it's your house of values, what you value in yourself and what you value in others, so your value systems. It's also the house of ownership, so everything that you might own or want to own. And it can also be applicable to property and land and real estate and so on. So with solar eclipse revolution coming in, this is an opportunity now for you to break old patterns, because this is quite a revolutionary card. It can bring in really rapid, unpredictable change, something you just did not expect at all. So it's breaking old patterns, but I feel it's also connected to this Sun Spirit card. So you're going to now get the energy to do certain things. Perhaps it's boosting your self-worth, or adjusting your values within certain areas, values within yourself, what you value in yourself, what you value in others. But it's about breaking old patterns. It really is sort of self-mastery, getting to grips with your environment, getting to grips with what's going on in your self-worth, how you perceive yourself, how you are projecting yourself, and what comes from that. So something could come up. It's like an upset or an upheaval of some sort, and that creates rapid change. Or it could just be rapid change coming for you, and from that you then get the opportunity to really make a decision, fix or change something to create better. But it's basically overcoming what has held you back before. So this is self-mastery, and that sometimes needs a prompt from the universe in order for you to do that. But as I said, you could be having to make a decision on something and move forward on it as a result of this change or upheaval that has occurred. But it could also be that one chapter is ending and a new one is coming in for you. So it could be a completely different mindset, a rearrangement of some sort. But it pertains to all factors in the second house. Then in the third house, we have Uranus Genius. Third house is your house of communication, all forms, written, verbal, body language, could be even online communication, however you communicate, however you express yourself. That's third house. It's also the house of documents and contracts of all kinds, and it's the house of short trips, local journeys. It's also, when it comes to communication, it can be to, as I said, general people around you, others in your environment, the public. It could be on a much wider public forum as well. But it could also be to specific people like aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, siblings, and also neighbors. So with the Uranus Genius card coming in, it is a lightning bolt of some sort coming to you. So this could be, it's always unexpected with Uranus. So it could be unexpected communication coming in for you, or you may have to make an unexpected communication of some sort. There could be a bit of a surprise or an upset in there, or it could just be that you have a sudden realization about something, or it could be an idea or a direction that you now need to move in. So it's something that comes upon you. It's a light bulb going off, literally. If there is chaos around you, or there's some sort of circumstance which is sort of a bit of turmoil, just stay detached in order to navigate the waves of it, the shifts and the changes that are going on. You might find that things speed up considerably in this house. Something speeds up, developments move quickly. You could also be liberating yourself, or being liberated from something that has kind of held you back in some way, and this goes back to your first house card as well. So you could be liberating yourself from an idea, or sort of a long-held belief about yourself, or it could be the way that you're expressing yourself currently. Perhaps you're liberating yourself from that. But it is some kind of shift or change that leads you into new areas. This card also brings in advanced technology and electronics, or just an upgrade to your current situation. So you're going to be using this somehow in your communication field, or your field of expression. So it could be work-related. It could be something that you're using to further your own particular brand, or something that you're working on, how you communicate with others, how you communicate with the public in general. So it's definitely a change in the technology and the electronics, and it could be really quite advanced, or could just be simply an upgrade to what you have currently been using. This card can also bring in people who are very different from yourself, or they're unusual, or they're eccentric in some way. So it's different people, unusual people, eccentric people, or they have a different sexual orientation to you, but they could also be cutting-edge people. These people are sort of on the edge of technology and science or research, something like that. Or you could be bringing those elements into your life, where you are now doing a lot of research and you're working with different tech, and science may even come into it as well. It could also be that you go on an unexpected trip of some sort, just something comes to you, or it could be a complete change of plans. Something that you were intending to do gets changed, and you end up going somewhere completely different. This is the unexpected. That is what Uranus is all about. Then in the fourth house, we have Saturn return age. So fourth house is the house of home. It's your actual physical home, and it's also the house of the people in your home, or the atmosphere in the home. But it's also very much connected with your relationship with your ancestry, your foundation, your roots, or your ethnic identity, where you're from, basically, and it's your connection with that. So you may be gaining wisdom and understanding or maturity with regards to certain issues in the fourth house. So this is you kind of coming full circle around and looking back and realizing that you're in a much better position to handle things now than you were a year ago, or 10 years ago, or however long, or whatever stage of life you're in at this time. But this is a wisdom card. It's also a time card, a time wheel card. So this is things coming back to you over a period of time. It's also a kind of correction card. So if something has not been been working for you, then it will need to be changed or rearranged in some way. So this is kind of an assessment card as well. What is working, what is not working for you. So if this is home related, it could be that you have an old home or the home is needing significant work and effort now. It could be a structural issue or a foundation issue. So there could be, things around that. Or it could be that you may just be feeling pressed for time if you're trying to do a renovation or something that needs to be done, something that should have been done a long time ago hasn't been done, and you're now feeling pressed for time to achieve this or get it done, and you're looking back thinking, why didn't I do this before? Why wasn't this done before? Why didn't I tackle this when it came up? So it's got that sort of a feeling about it as well. Or it could just be that you are taking responsibility for certain things in your home life, or with, as I said, regards to your ancestry and your family life. Perhaps you're taking responsibility for your part that you've played in that, or where you fit in, or how you fit in. But you're overcoming difficulty. There may be some difficult circumstances coming up with this, things that you really need to take a realistic view at. It could also be age issues in your homes. Perhaps you have a mum or an older person in your home that is now needing to go somewhere specifically to look after them, or you are planning something to do with your home. Perhaps you want to build a little flatlet for an aging relative, or something to do with that. It could be something that you're thinking about and you need to do at this time, or it could just be patience with regards to this issue until it unfolds and sorts itself out. But there is a fair amount of responsibility, there's structure coming in, and there's realism as well about what really needs to be done in this house. Something could also be coming up for you at the year end, something that you perhaps need to change or do, or you want to set in motion, and that's normally December, January. Then in the 5th house, we have Libra, I balance. So this is a lovely card to be having in this house, actually. What it's bringing in for you is Libra normally brings in balance, which is exactly what it says. So you're trying to bring in balance and harmony into this house. But it has many other connotations as well. So with the 5th house, this is your house of your recreational activities of all kinds. So this could be sporting, or it could be any kind of fun, recreational, outgoing activity which you are involved in, or something that you want to do, a creative thing. Creativity is in the 5th house. That is the 5th house aspect as well. Your creativity, how you're applying it, when you're applying it, what you're using it in. It's also the house of love affairs, and it is the house of children. So your children or other children that you're associated with at this time. So with Libra, I balance coming in, it's all about that, finding balance and harmony. You may need to really bring in the charm, your charm as well, into this house in whatever aspect is coming for you in the 5th house. So it's also about beauty, bringing beauty into this environment. Perhaps you're wanting to do an activity which is around the arts or beauty, cosmetics, things like that, oils, perfumes, something like that. The arts, live music is all indicated with this card. So you could be enjoying activities around that, or your children are, or you're going with your children, or it's just you and another. Because this card very much is about partnership. It's about alliance with another, if that is appropriate for you. So you may just be linking up with somebody in a sort of activity which is going to be enjoyable for you, or it could be you linking up in a partnership, a love affair of some sort, and it could also be an alliance of some kind, but it could also be an improvement in an existing love affair. And it's linking up, it's joining forces, it's merging, and there's even romance coming in. If it's a love affair, there's romance coming in, there's contentment, and romance is highly favored with this card. So it could also be that you're just bringing, sort of romantic endeavors into this house. Perhaps you are pursuing activities which are romantic and arty and have got music involved, or there's cosmetics or something like that involved. It could also be that you're going to an activity which is related to a wedding. So you could be going to a wedding, or you've been invited somewhere like that. You could be partnering somebody who's going to a wedding. This card can also bring in something to do with making a choice or a decision. So you could have been putting that off for some time or sitting on the fence about something. There's, a decision needs to be made now. Rather you do it than let the universe do it for you, because then you may not like the outcome. So if there's something pending in the 5th house, it could be to do with your children, or a creative endeavor, or some kind of decision that you need to make, then best do it. There's maybe mediation and negotiation involved in this as well. There may be legal matters coming in, but you're going to be aiming for resolution. And with Libra and the charm and the negotiation abilities, then more than likely you will find a good resolution to this issue, whatever it might be. But fairness and rules also come in. That's very much what Libra is about. So balance, fairness, and rules in however that plays out for you in whatever legal matter or decision that you are trying to make at this time in the 5th house. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful month. Take care. And please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.